Hello and thank you for joining me. I'm Heather Forgan of stampwithnellie.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK. Today I have this cute little Christmas decoration to show you, and I've got some fake snow in there, so a bit of a snow globe thing going on, and I have used the cute little penguin from the Penguin Playmates designer series paper. So this little guy here can be cut out with this punch. So all I did was punch out two of them, and I've got a little piece of acetate in between them. Don't know if you'll be able to see that with the light shining on it, and the acetate goes down to the bottom, stuck there, and I've done the same with these little gifts that I've stamped from the Penguin Place stamp set. So I'm going to make another one, but this time, instead of punching from the designer series paper, I am just going to use the punch itself. Okay, so I've got a piece of basic black card, and as you'll see I've already punched one out, so I'm just lining it up so that I'm just punching this piece here, and I've got that. I can get rid of that now, that's just a little bit of scrap. And then I have a piece of basic white, and I'm just lining it up on the other side there. And again we get a tiny little bit of the foot, but we can get rid of that. And the other bit I need is his little webbed feet, and I've just got a scrap of pumpkin pie, and I've got his 2 feet there. Actually that one didn't, I missed the bottom there. You know what they say, more haste, less speed, because I've kind of cut that a bit short. And just use my post-it note. In fact, I didn't even need the post-it note. There we go. So we've got his 2 feet, and we've got the white part of his body and the black bit. There are stamps in the Penguin Place stamp set for his eyes and for a beak. So there's 2 different beaks. That one fits with that one, and that one fits with that one there. So I'm using Memento ink for his eyes. Put them on there, like so. I don't know why I must press to one side more. It always seems to get one bigger eye than the other. And then I've got his little beak. Give that a quick tap. It's a brand new pumpkin pie ink pad, so it's very juicy. Definitely don't need to tap more than once. If you didn't have the stamp set and you just bought the punch, you could use Stampin' Right markers just to add little dots for his eyes and a little triangle for a beak. So add that onto there. Where is my glue? There you are. Such a cute little creature, isn't he? All of the ones in the Penguin Playmates designer series paper are so cute as well. That paper is a free gift that you can earn with a qualifying spend in my online shop. There'll be a link to my shop in the description bar below. You need to spend £45 and you need to have completed that order by the 30th of September 2021 to be able to get that pack of paper for free. It's got loads of lovely different designs that are brilliant for fussy cutting, and I've cut loads of them out and made a few different projects with them now. So I've already done the other one, and then what I want to do is I've got some acetate here. Now, we sell window sheet, but when you buy a photopolymer stamp set like this one, it will come with all of these stamps on a piece of acetate with a film over the top, and then you can take them off that and put them in here. I am using the piece of acetate that a stamp set came on, so you can just about see the outlines of where the stamps were. So I just cut pieces of that because you're not really going to see it. Now, I've bent it over and I'm going to bend it that way so that it sits in the middle of my dome. It's far too big. I am using a little piece of contraband. I would imagine that Stampin' Seal Plus would work, but I don't have any. I am not a huge... I don't seem to be able to get on with any tape runner. Doesn't matter which brand it is. I just prefer wet glue and double-sided tape. We each have different preferences. If we all like the same thing, life would be a little bit more boring, wouldn't it? So I've just put a little bit there to hold those two pieces together. And I can use wet glue. I've just got some decanted, some multi-purpose glue on there. And just add that on here. And I'm going to set that aside because I also want to stamp, there's that piece of white, the season's greetings. So I've got that sitting on a piece of acetate, and that's sandwiched between the two penguins as well. So I need that stamped first. I am also going to do a little bit more stamping for the little presents, just to show you. So I've got two on each side, and I've got them so that you can see them from both sides as well. So already stamped one. This tiny little gift stamp from the stamp set, just ink it up and pop it down. I didn't ink that properly. Didn't think I had. There we go. That's much better. And all I did was cut those with my snips. Leave a little border around it because these little gifts are not symmetrical, and when you add them together with your little piece of acetate, having the little strip around about it disguises the fact that they don't actually line up properly. So a little bit of acetate, window sheet if you've got it. Stampin' Up window sheet is really, really strong. I use that for shaker cards and for pop-up box cards as well. So just line them up as best you can, because as I say, it's not symmetrical, so it won't line up perfectly. And then just a little bit further down, give that a bend and just chop off that little bit of excess. You want to leave maybe 1/2 inch, something like that. 1/2 inch, couple of centimetres, so that you can glue that bit to the base of your dome. So yes, back to the sentiment. I'm going to use the same rich raspberry. I've already made some other gifts. So that is crushed curry, cherry cobbler and shaded spruce, and they're all, as well as this rich raspberry, are all from the Regals collection. So nice kind of jewel tones to them. Find a stamp, Heather. There we go. So we've got Season's Greetings. And again, I want to do it twice. And again, I'm just going to cut that out. I'll trim it down a little bit actually, because we have to be aware of the height of the dome. So just chop one of them down. Like so. I've got my Season's Greetings there, Season's Greetings, line them up-ish. Yeah. And then we can glue them together and just trim them down so that they are the same size. Kind of best way to do that is to look at it at light, but I can't really show you that on camera. But if you hold it up to a light, then you can see the ink from the other side. So got them together like so. Doesn't have to be perfectly straight. It's just a little sign. Okay, so Season's Greetings, Season's Greetings. And what did I do? I've glued them together and I've forgotten to put in a little bit of acetate. Honestly. Right, let's just do it again. Let's just do it again. Get myself another piece of card that is big enough. One there. One there. Remember your acetate. Okay, so acetate. Remember the acetate. And a bit of glue on there. Oops. Pop that in. Bear with me a moment while I look up to the light again. I think that should be okay. So I can trim that down. Yep, that's cool. Okay, so yeah, cool. We've got Season's Greetings either side, and we've got it on acetate this time. Ooh. Right, now I need to chop that down a bit more. And And this is where I'm going to bring in my dome, which I did get from a large UK hobby store, without naming names because they're not paying me. And I've just trimmed that down, but I've done the bend a little bit further down, not directly underneath the penguin, because the dome has a little base here, and I kind of want them to be above that base and have the snow at the bottom there. For speed, I am going to use my contraband tape again, just because it sticks so much more quickly. Straight along the bottom there. Take that liner off. Okay, and this just means that I can check the height of the dome and know where I can put this guy. So if I use wet glue on this, I want it to be a little bit up if I can, like that. Does the dome fit? Yes, it does. It needs to come down a little bit, and that's using the wet glue. It lets me do that quite easy. Yeah, happy with that. I can now add this piece to the back. Cover it all up. Okay, and I just want to line that up. Give it a squeeze and a hold for a moment or two. You could glue in quite a lot of card to card, so hopefully that will help it stick better. Okay, again with the contraband, just so that it sticks quickly. I'm quite sure that wet glue would work. You would just need to leave it a while before you add in your snow. I'm going to end up with those tiny little bits of red liner tape everywhere. They are so static, they cling. Almost impossible. Well, it feels like they're almost impossible to move. So yeah, these little gifts are all at different angles, different heights, doesn't matter. See what I mean? Sticks to you. That's me got all of my little gifts in place. My penguin, looking cute, and his little greeting there. All that's left now is to add the I'm going to get rid of that, don't like that. Add some snow. So this is a pack of fake snow that I bought a couple of years ago, and it certainly lasts, but it does get everywhere as well. Now, little tip to try and reduce it sticking to the glass is use an embossing buddy. So give it a tap, make sure you've got powder at the top, and it just reduces the static a little. It's not perfect, but it helps a little. And just pour some of that in there and hopefully not get it all over my desk. And hopefully you can kind of difficult to show you, but I've only kind of put about ½ inch, 3/4 of an inch. That should be fine. Don't want to put too much in. I just really want to cover the bottom there. Okay, so pop all of that in, give it a push and a little turn, little push. Don't push too hard, we don't want the glass to break, but there you go. So the snow is just covering up the bottom of all of those little bits of acetate, so you can't see them. And my penguin's got a little bit of a wobble going on. So cute, so cute. I have tied a little bow. Now with this one I used the white crinkle seam ribbon, and you can suspend it, so you could hang that from a substantial branch on your tree, but if you don't want to hang it, you can still just add a little bow to that bit at the top here. So I've used real red, what's it called, sheer ribbon. So it really is pretty. It's got a kind of shimmer to it. Tied that in a tiny bow with a bow maker because I'm not that good at tying bows. So add a glue dot in the center and you can just pop that on there. You can still add a ribbon to suspend it if you wanted to. Should have done that bit first. But there you go. Cute little penguins. One from the designer series paper and one that has been stamped. Different colours of gifts in there as well. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. I'd love to read them. If you're new to my channel, please click on the subscribe button and click on the bell to get notifications of the next time I post a video. Until then, take care. Bye bye.